This is the Global Miranda Minor Group, our home of the culture of Malasakit. This is the Global Miranda Minor Group, our home of the culture of Malasakit. Subscribe, like, follow, and share. Sige na please, Miranda. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce to you the one and only, the voice that introduced, pitikin kita sa ilong, isang hampas na lang ng palakol, the power of yet. Please, let's give it up to our pambansang crypto coach, Coach Miranda Minor.
All right. Hello, Miranda. This is Coach Miranda Minor, and welcome to another edition of our cryptocurrency technical analysis fundamentals, exclusive interviews, and everything about crypto all in one channel. Of course, this is a very, very special live because we have an awesome guest to join us here in our show for tonight. Samahan niyo ako, Miranda. It's gonna be a very big topic to discuss because I know a lot of you already have BLUM or BLUM as someone may pronounce it. All right, so without further ado, I would like to introduce to you our guest for tonight. Together with me is our co-host, Kuya Steve Jimenez. Our guest for tonight is VLADIMIR SMERKIS. He is actually used to be from Cointelegraph, a columnist. He's also a co-founder of BLUM, and of course, he used to be an ex-head in Binance CIS. All right, there you go. We're already live, gentlemen. How are you, Vlad? How are you tonight? Or this morning in your time?
All good. Thank you for inviting. And kumusta? I would like to ask, how you guys doing?
We're good. Now you'll know how to do Filipino. How are you, Kuya Steve?
I'm also good. It's rainy here.
It's raining. Yeah. Are you in Europe today, Vlad? What continent are you at today?
Yeah, we're in Europe now. Actually planning to go to Korea soon for the Korean blockchain week, which is going to be interesting. And then we're all waiting for Singapore Token 2049. Then Dubai. I think like this autumn is going to be hot in terms of the crypto.
I'm going to be in Singapore and I'm going to be in Dubai. I was in Indonesia 2 days ago for the last week for a Coin Fest, and I'm hoping to see you then put the face to the flesh and name to the flesh, so to speak.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. So just a reminder for our chat room today. We have a lot of people, saying hi and saying good evening. A little bit of reminder, Miranda. We are, and when I say we, the BLUM team. How do you pronounce it, Vlad? Is it BLUM or BLUM?
Well, we usually pronounce it BLUM. And now there are a couple of reasons why we're doing so. Because when we were coming up with the naming, we wanted something short. It's similar to Bloomberg, right? That's why we call it BLUM. And also, it's similar. Sounds similar to blooming something, right? Because we treat the coins as the seeds. So if you plant it the right way, it's gonna bloom, right? So that's why we call it BLUM.
Okay, nice. I tried the game and there's like a bomb, like maybe it's a boom, a bloom, right? In the game. All right, okay. And just a reminder, so the BLUM team is actually giving away 10,000 BLUM points. Now we're gonna be choosing 5 awesome questions for today or tonight. So what I need you to do, Miranda, is in the chat room, please write your question, but please put your BLUM name. Okay, your BLUM name, so we can get that. Kuya Steve will get that. And once we're done with the show, we'll coordinate your name to the BLUM team, and we'll credit to you guys those 2,000 BLUM points. How about that, right? So if you're excited, type number 1, and let's do this, Miranda. Let's go with this show. All right. Okay, there you go. Just give me a second.
You are listening to Coach Miranda Minor in his daily crypto live.
All right, let's now go with the show. Kuya Steve, are you ready?
Yes, ready, Coach.
All right. Okay, Vlad, first question for you. What is a BLUM exchange or BLUM DEX, and what makes it unique? Please educate our Miranda community in the Philippines. What makes it unique to the crypto space? Go ahead.
Yeah. I think crypto world is still very strange and very difficult for the newcomers. We found out that, in order to get some meme coin on another new coin on the market, you'll have to proceed through the 40 plus steps to do so. So we thought that, we should make it simple. That's why we are launching inside the Telegram. We know that inside Telegram we have 950 million monthly active users. So it's very right place. And we just crossed the 48 million mark for the users within BLUM app, which makes it 28, 29 million users monthly active within the BLUM app. So the first part, which is unique, is going to be very simple onboarding. So you don't have to do all the hassle of having troubles, connecting your account and creating an account. 48 millions of people already done so. The second part is that you always have problems with, remembering the 12 words for your passwords, for your wallets and all of that. You have to get the gas fees for every chain you use. And that's why we want to bring it in a very easy way, right? So we're going to be doing, of course, you have to pay gas, but it's going to be done by the BLUM team, by the BLUM app on the back end of the app, right? And the third part is the custody of money. I mean, where users are storing the money, actually, because with Texas, some people are, do not believe centralized exchanges. Some people want to get hold of the real feel of crypto being in their own wallets. That's why we're allowing people to connect their non-custodial wallets into BLUM or create the MPC wallets, which exchange will not have access to, right? So easy and secure way to trade crypto. Now we're in the user acquisition stage, which means that the exchange is not working yet, the full scale. But very soon, in a matter of a couple of weeks, we're going to be announcing, and we already announced that we're going to bring the meme pad. We're seeing how meme sphere is evolving and is booming right now. We're seeing Sun Pump, we're seeing 4meme by BNB chain, and of course the Pump Fund itself.
Right.
And there's no meme pads inside Ton ecosystem, right? And as we see, and as many of the users know, we're seeing how Docs token was just launched and had the capitalization over 700 millions already and 2 billion USD volume during the 24 hours when it's launched. So we're seeing big potential here. So the first product is going to be the meme pad, where users can actually trade. Then we're going to have, of course, the spot trading, swaps, and the perpetual futures, which we are aiming to bring to users' hands within 2024.
And it's interesting because we as well we're aware that Telegram as a platform, you could also do trading already, right? So it's not something that's just for messaging. I remember, and I was sharing this to some of my followers, during our time, during the early 2000. Yahoo Messenger has a game, right?
Yeah.
And now we're tokenizing it. So, Vlad, you spoke about 45 million plus users, incredible milestone. Congratulations to you and the team. You mentioned very awesome, easy onboarding process. There's an organic community in Telegram today. What do you think? What other things have contributed to this awesome growth for you guys in your community? What's something extraordinary?
Yeah, I think there were a couple of things, right? First, of course, it was the right timing because we launched when Mr. Durov was speaking at the Token 2049 Dubai, Token, the crypto conference, one of the big ones. And he was speaking, and we launched the app when right after the Notcoin boomed, right? Notcoin did a lot of noise inside the Telegram ecosystem and the Ton itself. So it was the right timing. Second of all, second part is, of course, the experience of the team. Most of the team members within BLUM core team are from Binance. So myself, I spent 2 years at Binance covering 9 countries, including the Central Asia plus the CIS countries. We have Gleb Kostrev, my partner as well, who was Binance for 5 years. And of course, a lot of people who are, have trust to the ex-Binance employees. We were also accepted into the Binance MVP program, which is the acceleration incubation program. And right after we were accepted, and there was a tweet from Binance, we got requests from Bloomberg, which sounds similar to BLUM, but not the same thing. And right after the article went out, there were like 100,000 of people on the wait list. When even the app was not on the market. So it did, people were interested in this. Of course, we should all understand that most of the people who are now in the tab games or the mini apps are waiting for some airdrops, right? Or some incentivized things, right? But we all understand this, but even if 1, 2, 3, 5% of those people will be the active traders afterwards, and if we manage to keep them within the app, we might become the biggest DEX in the world, right? So this is our main aim. And the last part, of course, the marketing strategy and the go-to-market strategy, we actually did not invent this, but we did take it first into the Ton ecosystem. It was the thing which is called the invite-only system, right? At the very beginning, people could only get into the BLUM via invites from other people, and the invites for every person was limited to 5 invites only. So there was some kind of an invite hunt going on inside BLUM, inside Telegram, inside X, and all the other social networks, which actually made us receiving dozens of thousands requests from the different KOLs, small ones, big ones, musicians, artists, and so on, who wanted to distribute BLUM into their communities. I think those factors affected the rapid growth.
Yeah, sorry. Actually, I'm one of the guys who got in early. So I only had like 10 invites. After that, I stopped. So maybe we can talk more about the airdrop system, like the actual game. So actually, I find it quite amusing because it's different from the not coin. So the first one was not coin, and then actually my second game in Telegram was actually BLUM. So when I was trying it, I said it's interesting because you're really interactive. So this concept game, is your team conceptualize this, or how do you come up with this kind of game?
Yeah, we were thinking that there should be some incentives, right? And the incentive, the most common incentive is the airdrop, right? So we thought, what can we drop exactly? So we thought there would be 3 items which can be dropped: the flower, the bomb, and the freeze. And there is thinking behind this game, because some people might be bored a little bit because they were playing for a couple of months already, right? So we thought that inside the game, at one point of time, there will be also crypto falling from the game, from the sky, right? So it's going to be the real airdrop, right? That was the concept and why we developed this kind of a game right now. So and this is what we thought. And of course, while we were developing the app, and Nimpad, as I said, is almost here and arriving very soon, get the user's attention and the time they spend inside the app. So this is what the product-wise, what the game was here for as well, right? And it was quite successful. I don't know if you've seen it or not. We did some collaborations with some visual artists, which was accepted from the community in different ways, because we said that the app was actually hacked, and everyone was started to talk about the hack, but it was the artist hack, right? So we put a lot of cool stickers inside the game. Actually, the bombs did not take away the points; they actually brought the additional points to the users, so we can play around this thing, right? And besides this game, of course, we are aiming to bring the trading functionality, which is our main aim, right? And it's coming very soon.
Yeah, actually, you mentioned about that you collaboration, right? So my mom is actually playing this. So when something happens with the BLUM, she kind of panicked. Like, I mean, my phone has got hacked. She told me right away about this. So, and then me also in my community, like we actually sat there that is our Telegram got hacked. So it kind of creates some noise, really. So a lot of us was scared because I mean, everything changes. Like, we were not sure if our Telegram really got hacked. So we're kind of scared there, but it's a good talk of the town.
Yeah, I think the old way that Saxos interacted with users a bit boring. So we understand that, we're all about the attention economy here, right? So we need to bring people's attention into the products. And I mean, it's not only the startups or the banks or the social networks which are competing for the user's attention, right? It's like city parks. It's, I don't know, beaches, right, across the sea and all this kind of stuff. So we need to get the people's attention. And this attention actually is the new currency, right? That's what we are seeing with the whole, Telegram mini apps and all these point systems, which is it all about, right? So you take people's attention, they do something within your app, they, complete tasks and quests and all of that. and then they get the tokens, which can be exchanged into money. And I think it's a fair way of distribution for the people's attention, people's attention economy. So yeah, and to bring this attention, we need to do something unusual, and this was something which was proposed by the artists, and we really accepted this. And there's a lot of new things which are coming up. So yeah, that's why we thought, even if it would be a bit scary, I hope your mom is fine. We thought it was a good marketing idea to bring it to life, and afterwards, everyone is talking about this in a cool way.
Yeah, so maybe you can discuss more about, because now I've seen that you can connect it directly to the wallet. So does BLUM have their own wallet, or they need to connect to another wallet to function? And then how about the other chains, tokens?
That's a good question. That's a good question. So we are not being the custodian of the user's money. So in BLUM, there are going to be two parts, right? One part is already delivered. It is called the connection of the non-custodial wallets. Now it is within TON. So we use TON Connector, so you can use TON Keeper, the native Telegram wallet, and MyTON wallet, different kinds of wallets within TON ecosystem. And for 1 million users, we already rolled it out. Today, they're going to be a new rollout to 5 million users, and very soon it's going to be rolled out to all the users. So we do it on a gradual basis to check it, that everything works fine, everything is seamless, and so on and so forth. Then, of course, on the multi-chains, we are aiming to have the multi-chains. So the wallet connect feature is going to be added relatively soon, because we understand that the TON ecosystem itself, the BLUM itself, needs the access to all the other coins and the blockchains on the market, such as EVM chains, which are the biggest, the Solana, and all of them. So it's going to be gradually added into the BLUM. And then the third part of the wallet system is the MPC wallets. The MPC wallets, just for the viewers who might not know what it is, the MPC wallet is the wallet which is created within the app, but only you have access to this. Exchange can interact with this, but cannot get hold of your money. And this is the most advanced wallet feature which is used now within the, for example, Web3 wallets for the main exchanges such as OKX, Bybit, Binance, and so on. And we're going to bring it in even cooler way, right? So it's in a better way. So the MPC wallets is the third last part, which should be also added this year into BLUM, which will be secure, transparent, and good for the users. And MPC wallets, which is good also, can be retrieved even if you lost your passphrase, right, for the wallet. So you can get it back within your with your email and different other options. So this is how we see the wallet structure within BLUM. And again, we are not planning to hold any of the users' money, because we think it's a true new Web3 DEX-free, I would say, kind of a way. That's how it should be done in the modern exchanges, which we are aiming to be.
Yeah, a question about those MPC wallet. Is it email based or Telegram based?
Well, it's going to be Telegram based first, but we're going to add new features, right? Same with BLUM, right? When we actually left Binance, it was in September 2023, together with Gleb, when we started the whole initiative, whole enterprise together with him. We started to think there is a place for better exchanges, right? So we started to look at white label solutions, at different teams who built something. And then at the end of the year, Telegram popped up, right? And we've seen how much traction Telegram has with all the Node coins and all the other mini apps which just started to be developing. There was dozen of Telegram apps at that time, right? And we thought that it's a brilliant idea to have it. But it's a brilliant idea for us to start with, right? So we have the 48 million users. We are in Telegram, but what's going to be next? So we're not stopping at this. We got, for example, online cinemas, right? Like Netflix or whatever you use, or YouTube. You can watch it on your TV. You can watch it on your mobile. You can watch it on the desktop, right? So they're different on the websites. So the different ways how they distribute the content. We believe that the exchanges should have the similar feeling and the similar, kind of a distribution model. So we're going to be launching later on next year, probably, the apps within the Apple Store, Google Play, a web version as well. So it's gonna be distributed however you want it, however you want to use it. So we think it's a good way to proceed further.
All right.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, so just for me, a couple of more questions, Vlad. So I've seen tribes, and I know it's something that you guys would want to do in the future, or it's already existing right now. Talk to us about this, and how would this enhance the community engagement in Bloom?
Yeah, first of all, what is already released, I think we released version 1 of Tribes now. It's the communities within the Bloomers, right? The guys who use Bloom. So any influencer, or not even the influencer, any particular group of people who, for example, have the Telegram channel, can create their own tribe and can invite the users to join that tribe, and they can, explore the benefits of having plus 10% Bloom points farmed within their accounts, right? So this is the first benefit. It of course adds the competition vibe into the Bloom app, right? So the tribes compete with each other, which place they have on the leaderboard on the ranking system, right? Inside each tribe, there's going to be also added in the version 2 the leaderboard of every user, right? And very soon, also hoping to deliver it very soon, hopefully in September, we're going to have the additional benefits. So the best tribes and the best users within tribes will have the additional benefits. And on these benefits, the crypto drops, which, for example, we already did now, which are the docs airdrops, or the users within Bloom received more than $2.3 million value of docs tokens by completing the quests. But now your place in tribe and which tribe you joined will reflect on the ability to receive those drops, right? So we want the users to be active within the Bloom, I would say micro ecosystem, which we're building. So the how active you are, how good the tribe you join is, will reflect on the earnings you can get from Bloom. Because again, talking about the attention economy, we believe that old ways of airdrops, retro drops, and all this stuff which people and projects are using is a bit boring, right? So when projects, for example, want to get help, because there are like dozens of projects coming to Bloom and asking us for, hey guys, how we can get part of your audience. Previously, we just said, hey, you can get the slot, you can pay some money for this, we can pay this money to our developers because the team is over 30 people now. And that's it. But the better way, when the projects are coming into Bloom and we're taking part of the tokens which they are willing to airdrop to the users, and we ask the users to play the game, to catch the crypto inside the game, and get the tokens of other projects. So Bloom is not just the other tab games or the other tab projects which just collects the audience and then converts the points into the tokens, and that's it, right? So it's going to be an evergreen story because we're an exchange. So we're going to bring airdrops and new tokens and new incentives for users for actions within the app.
Interesting. I like it. The attention economy. I like that. That's a good word for the night. All right. So there's the meme pad feature scheduled September 2024. Obviously, it aims to make token creation accessible to everyone. How do you envision this feature to empower your gamers or the community, and what kind of innovations do you think can community anticipate on this? I think aside from what you've answered already, is there anything else?
Yeah. Because now I think like the memes are having the third wave of the attention even during this year, right? So at the beginning of the year, it was interesting. Everyone was doing the pre-sales. Not everyone, but the users. I mean, the groups of users, the token producers could do this. They needed to invest some money into the, promotion of their meme coins, which they launched on Solana, for example, right? Then we are seeing now, which started in August, the Sun Pump kind of a thing, right? When Justin Sun promoted heavily, and we have the Sun Dog, we have the Dragon, we have all the other IV Fun and all the other tokens, right? And there's nothing in the Ton ecosystem. But now, 2 days ago, there's one huge meme coin launched, which is called Dogs. And by the way, Notcoin and Bloom are the advisors of the Dogs, right? So we take part in the development of the Dogs, which we are really proud of. and there are like 20 million people connected their wallets there. 10 million people were trading on Texas, and 10 million people using it not on Texas but on chain. And Binance did work for 35 minutes when the docs released, right? And there was like 6 times more users come into the centralized exchanges, so even Binance could not handle the load of the users, right? So that's why we're believing now is the very right time to launch the tokens on Ton. So before, you had to have budget for promoting your meme coin because you needed to attract the attention of many people there. Now you have BLUM with 48 million users. You can launch your meme coin. You will be able to launch your meme coin with like cents or 0.5 ton for the smart contract execution. You need to pay just a small commission into this, and you can get hold of the whole audience, right? Which already in the app. So I think the cool concept, the cool content you run on Telegram within your meme coin, it's like music industry. Before, you had to have all the producers, you have to have all the huge team on this, video recorders, and huge team and huge budgets on this. But now you have YouTube, right? You can record a song in your room and you can become a star if the song is good enough and people like it. So we think with meme coins on Ton, it's going to be the same. It can be the same kind of a story. And by the way, why we're talking about only memes, right? It can be a community token. Or it can be anything else, right? I'm saying that everyone can launch token for their family. I have 5 kids, so I'm thinking about launching a token for my for my family and give the tokens to my kids' wallets. And for example, if they collect 100 tokens, we can go to Disneyland or we can go to the amusement park. So we make the token creation easy, not just the trading process. So I think it's really cool, right? And why is it cool on Ton? Because no crypto projects, blockchains, have such a big community access now, right? 950 million monthly active users, 500 million users who use the mini apps, huge amount of people. You just offer the cool product, nice meme, or trading experience, they will use it. Because they don't want to go to the stores, download something. For those who want, we will have it in the future, right? But I cannot think of an easier way. And we did the survey, right? And we asked people, are you new to the crypto or not? And more than 50% are the newbies, right? From the development countries, from Asia, from CIS, from Africa, from Arab countries, worldwide. And I think what actually Notcoin did, and we're trying to do, is to educate people how to do this. I will give you just, if I have time, I'm sorry that if I'm speaking too much, you just let me know.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'll just give you an example. So people went to Notcoin. I will just take the Notcoin example, right? So people went to Notcoin. They were just tapping the coin on their screen, right? They did not know anything about Web3, blockchain, DEXs, bridges, validators or whatever, right? After the farming process stopped, when they stopped tapping on this button, Notcoin offered to bring these Notcoins, which they farmed off-chain Notcoins, to bring them into the NFT certificates on GetGems, right? So there was certificates. So people found out that there's a NFT which can exist. And NFTs are not only the pictures which you buy for $10 today and might be able to sell for $10,000 tomorrow, right? There's another utility issue. Then the NFTs can be converted into the real tokens. So they had to open up the wallet, right? So they went and start searching about the wallets, right? Then they had to trade it on the centralized exchange to get the real money. So they opened up accounts on the centralized exchanges. Then they had to do the first trade, for example, Notcoin into the USDT, right? And then they had to use the fiat gateway, right? P2P or bank account or whatever.
Yeah.
So the whole cycle went on very, very fast. So I think the educational learn to earn kind of the mechanics also works here. I think that's what makes the ecosystem and what we're seeing here incredible. That's why I have very big hopes for the meme pad and for the people creating their own meme coins in a very easy, very cheap and transparent way.
I like it. It's like 1999, 97, 98. When you put everything in one phone. You have a single analog phone. Now you have everything on your phone. So I like it,
So
that analogy of trader experience, the trader effort, right? Less customer, less trader experience, less effort makes them more engaged. And I think that's what you're doing. You're trying to kind of simplify everything in one stop shop and obviously easy to onboard application like Telegram. And on that note, Kamiranda, I know you have a lot of questions. I've been seeing the chat room really pumping so hard with so many questions already. Vlad, we're going to be choosing 5 questions for you. And again, each of those questions, don't forget to put your BLUM name. Because if we choose your question, Kamiranda, you stand to win 2,000 BLUM points soon as we credit that, and you just need to wait. All right? So on that note, Kuya Steve, do you have the first question ready?
Yes. First question is actually from Hiken. So, what's the difference of Bloom coin to Not coin and dogs? Are you planning to make utility of this token? And then, what are your vision and mission for the future of this Bloom token? Yeah,
yeah,
that's from
sure.
Hiken.
Yeah, those are 3 different examples, right? Which we are seeing now. Notcoin was just the pioneer in the space, and now they have the quests. So this is their main business model and the games inside their app. So users or projects can buy the Notcoin from the market, bring it to Notcoin, and then part of the tokens team saves for themselves, and majority of the tokens being airdropped to the users, right? This is the Notcoin model so far. The docs is the meme coin, right? The meme coin just attracts the attention, but docs is a different meme coin because it will have the sticker tokenized platform, right? So if someone heard the Pavel Durov's, I hope using this time, just hoping that he gets free very soon in Paris, because I think the whole situation is not very healthy. Mm-hmm. But anyways, Pavel Durov on the stage of Token 2049 said that Telegram is going to bring the tokenized stickers, right? We all know stickers inside the Telegram or other messengers, right? Cool cats, dogs, or penguins, or whatever, right? You can send to each other. But what if we make the sticker a tradable asset or NFT asset? So actually the stickers might become a mix of memes, NFTs, and the sticker itself, right? So for example, you can have the very unique sticker set for yourself, Coach Miranda set, for example. No one has it with a golden, dog's bone, right? Mm-hmm. In their mouth, right? Or a special, dog's head with diamonds or whatever, right? Whatever you like. Or New York kind of a baseball cap, whatever. And you will just be the owner of this thing. Or, for example, only 100 people can own this. Mm. So it means that it can become some mixture, right? So the docs are bringing this, but the main theme is, and the main token utility is the meme coin, right? So no hard feelings about the, no hard structures about what it's going to be, right? And Bloom is an exchange. And we can compare the Bloom potential token, which might come in this year into market, as the exchange token. Exchange tokens are used for reducing the commissions. Exchange tokens are used for participating in the launch pads, launch pools, and all of that. And for the future, very long plans, we're thinking, because probably if your audience and dear viewers, maybe you have experienced that the tone was a bit slow these days due to the docs release, right?
Yeah.
I'm very sorry for this. It was not our fault, but yes, docs actually brought a lot of attention into from the users, and a lot of transactions were wrong. But we're thinking about what if we create a layer 2 for Bloom, which will be used within our app and the DAX for settlement of tokens and all of this, right? So we're thinking whether we should do this or not. But if it's gonna be a reality, then the gas for this L2 can be also used, be a utility for the potential Bloom token, right? So we should treat it as an exchange token first, and then potentially, if there's a need, and if, for example, there's one L2 which is being developed now, it's called TAC, If it's not going to be good enough, or we need our own one, it can be used as a gas for this blockchain.
Okay, and I mean, nice for that info. Actually, I'm gonna ask the second question, but the second question was also answered in that question.
Sorry,
So
bro.
I have to find another question here. So
Maybe I can clarify something. You can go ahead.
yeah. Maybe I'll ask this question. So how do BLUM address the challenges of scalability, which is, I think you said you're gonna live on gonna create another layer 2, and then particularly with the increasing demand, which is right a while ago the Ton blockchain is down. So and then one of the guys asking about regulatory, because I know I've been using some of the Ton chain right now that it's sometimes blocked in US, like the apps there are blocked in US. So how are you gonna be addressing the potential regulatory of maybe from the US or?
Yeah, definitely. We'll be happy to answer. But on the first part, regarding the high loads of the Ton, the one part is there's a layer 2 coming, which is offload the load which Ton blockchain have now, which is called TAC, and perhaps we are thinking if not, that we might bring into the new things into the field with our own layer 2, right? So that's what we're discussing and researching now. It's not on our roadmap, but it's in our long-term vision plan, right? Because developing blockchain, even the layer 2, is not the easy and very fast task, right? And Ton itself is, of course, also developing, right? Sorry about this. Wanted to sneeze, but didn't do this. Ton is evolving as well, right? There's a lot of engineers working on this, and of course, it's going to get better soon. On the regulatory field, I think there are two important things we need to understand. First of all, we're a DEX, right? We are not holding users' money, and this is very important because usually when you hold the users' money, that's questionable from the regulators, right? The second one is we're not yet touching the fiat money. It's also important. The fiat is also the way. If we're going to interact with fiat, we're going to bring the third-party providers into this, because we're developing in the global south, I would call it, right? So Asia, Philippines, Vietnam, Turkey, CIS, Africa, India, Indonesia, and so on, right? So for all the regions, you cannot have only one like fiat gateway. So we're going to be using the third parties, right? And we're not holding users' money again, which is important to mention. We are not touching the fiat, and of course, if there are going to be jurisdictions where there is a ban, for example, on DEXs, and we're all awaiting the answer from the US for the Uniswap, right? The things which are happening with Uniswap now, very interesting times. We of course will act like this, but I think US sometimes blocks themselves from the technologically advanced world by being so I would call it so difficult to enter for the global crypto players, that of course everyone is just afraid to be acting with the US citizens. So we're not going to be allowing US citizens to be inside the BLUM app, right? And with the cautious regions, or very sanctioned regions, we're not going to be doing this as well. So that's how we see the regulatory approach. But it's changing every year, every month, I would say. So we're going to see how it's going to be developed in the future.
Okay, that's a question from Smashboy 101. So maybe Coach, So just to be clear, US and some other region like China currently cannot access this BLUM, right? If it's go live.
Currently they can. We don't have the exchange the exchange functions yet, right? So we're about to bring them. For now, the users across the globe can access BLUM, but when it will come into the fiat, for example, or some forbidden actions or instruments within BLUM, we will see the current regulations, and we will see whether users from these regions can access this or not.
So I will ask the question here, which I think is the elephant in the room. A lot of our users have millions of BLUM in their accounts today. When is the TGE? Any dates? They were saying that Hamster is going to be listed on the 24th or 26th of September. Do we have dates already for BLUM?
Yeah, we are not, because it's very different. I don't want to say anything bad or good about the other projects, but I think we are very different, right? From the Hamster, from the Notcoin, from the Dogs, and from the TapSwap, and all the YesCoin, and all the other projects which are on the market now, right? We're an exchange, right? We're building an exchange, and we want to make sure that all the exchanges which wants to list BLUM, for example, which potentially will be wanting to list BLUM, the top tier exchanges, they are interested in the on-chain metrics, right? What we call by on-chain metrics, we call it the number of wallets connected into the app, the number of transactions done within the app, and such metrics, right? So we're gonna first get those metrics, because I'm not sure how much on-chain metrics Hamster Combat have, right? They did allow only to have the, if I remember correctly, to have only wallet connected into the thing, right? So how many users from 80 million monthly users now, which Hamster has, will be trading actually, right? What amount of users have the money? Which amount of users are actually mature enough to be trading, right? So we want to collect the on-chain metrics first, but we definitely are looking at this year, and we're looking at the Q4. We want the product to be delivered in some ways. For example, the fully working meme pad with good traction and so on. So, because now because we launched in April, right? End of April, May. Some people got bored with this. Some people didn't like it, but the numbers are relatively high. We are keeping up the 30 million mark, around 30 million mark of monthly active users still for a couple of months already, right? So users not going away. But we want to have the boost of the BLUM audience and the BLUM product when it's going to be, when we're going to can make it. We definitely will make it, either with meme pad, with other drops. With the Dogs drop, for example, the daily active users, there was a spike for this, right? Mm-hmm. When we have other drops and the meme pad there, we're going to be launching. So I think it's going to be Q4. Looking at the Q4, we'll see how the market behaves, how the product development behaves, how we're good at that. And then we're going to have the announcement.
I like that. You're trying to understand the behavior of the traders, the community, and from there, potentially, how do you monetize that behavior? To your point, the attention economy, right? And exactly. How does that work from a sustainability model standpoint? So really, really good. Steve, maybe three more questions. Go ahead.
Yeah, a few more questions. We have actually, I also want to ask this question. It's from Martin Legaspi. So in your roadmap, meme pad will be launched. So token creation is very easy now. What protection can you give us token investors that the entity who create the token are not going to do a pool or rug pull? So good, yeah, right. So meme, right? So
yeah, of course. It's a way, like it's in some ways it's a lottery. I've seen the article somewhere that 0.01% of meme coins succeed, right? So first of all, we're gonna be telling the users that's a very high risk thing, right? It's a high risk inside the very high risk, right? The whole crypto world is a high risk, and the meme coins are even riskier than this. So this is the first point. Then inside BLUM, they're going to be inside BLUM meme pad, there are going to be different sections, right? So they are pricing the featured tokens, the tokens with some badges on them, which, for example, were chosen and so on. We're going to have the task inside BLUM for some meme coins with incentives for users. But of course, everyone can create a token, and it is the money for the meme coin. There is no pre-sale, and there's no percentage of the pre-sale which goes into the developers' pockets, right? So all the money which comes into the newly launched meme coins are in the bonding curve, and then it's going to be in the liquidity pool, right? If the owner of the token wants to buy his own token, he can do this, right? So it's not that easy to manipulate with this token, having this model on board, right? So the first part, and again, all the notifications and the pages on the tokens and the sections of the tokens inside the BLUM memepad, where the featured or checked tokens can occur. But of course, there are going to be lots of people who want to have, who wants to play this, I would say, high risk lottery in some ways, right? And to buy all the new coins on the market. Of course, there are going to be some software which users going to be probably try to use, and we're going to be fighting with this to be the first ones who get the meme coins and sell it fast and so on. It's the market. That's how the meme coin market behaves. But what we definitely will do is educate people how it all works, warn them about the risks they might have. That's going to be done from our side for sure.
Okay, I hope that answered your question. We have few more questions, so let me just check. Sorry, I missed. I missed the question when I scrolled.
No worries. Take your time.
Yeah, so this is from JM Manzano. So yeah, I understand this. Why remove the 10 invite limit to allow unlimited invites? Could this lead to the app being overwhelmed by multi-accounting? And then for other abuses, will you put a anti-SIBIL or prevention from multi-accounts that are people doing right now?
Yeah.
Of course, we know this one, yeah.
Yeah, that's a very good question. So I think the invite-only system worked out very well, right? And we have the whole very, very cool traction, right? But the app is evolving and the audience is evolving. So we thought that it's the right time to change it and to just take off all the limits, right? And the app was ready for this. Actually, it was not only the marketing move with the 10 invites, right? It was also the move to secure that the backend and all the servers and all the software is ready for the high load. We of course faced some troubles when there was a huge amount of users coming every day, but we tried to fight with this, and we I think fighting with this quite successfully. So we're really making the unavailability time of the app very, very low, right? This is the first thing, right, regarding the invite limits. The anti-SIBIL thing is an interesting thing, and we are checking it. Surprisingly, because I was thinking before the analytics came with the report, there will be like 20% or 30% of the bots or multi accounts and so on, right? But actually, it's very small number. It's like maybe 1%, even less than 1%. What we're seeing now. Some of the bots are acting very stupidly, right? So, for example, we have the batches of users who press on the same button at the same time, 1,000 times or 10,000 or 100,000 times. So we can easily eliminate them and see them, right? We also can see what devices are used, right? So usually the bot farms are used from the one device or from the one network or from the one IP, right? Also, I don't know if we should tell you about this, but there are like some secret sauce, I would say. So in some parts of the app, there are hidden things which are visible only for bots or for the automated scripts or systems, and not visible for users, right? So when those automated kind of bot farms are seeing something in the code and trying to interact with this, we understand it's a bot 100%, right? Because the users could not see it. So that's an easy way to do so. Also, for the bots, there are some unreachable results as well. For example, one account always reaches the maximum in the game, right? Or always goes into the app at the same exact time. For example, 2 p.m. every day, no later, no sooner, without even a second. This is just the part of the actions and part of the things which can be anti-Sybil kind of a war instruments, right? But they're way much more. So we mark those users. When the time comes for the airdrops or some rewards, etc., we definitely know which users are doing this. Same with the wallets, right? So users connect one wallet. If the users try to connect the second one on the same device, we're seeing it. So that's relatively easy, and we are working on this. And I think we have the lowest rate of the bots and farms within BLUM.
Okay, so maybe last question from OZ Z4P. Do we need KYC on BLUM? Maybe
No,
for
we are
claiming
DAX.
airdrops? Yeah.
Yeah, we're the DAX, so there's no like regulatory or other requirements for the KYC yet. Again, we're going to see how the regulatory frameworks and the regulatory situation is going to be evolving over time. Maybe they even ask you for the KYC for your dogs to buy the food for the dog, but we don't know, right? But for now, we're not seeing that there's KYC needed. We're always talking to our compliance guys, legal guys, and so on and so forth. If there's going to be a need, we will inform the users, of course, in advance if they're going to be in need for this. But for the dogs airdrop, for all the actions within the BLUM app, there's no KYC needed now.
Okay, thank you for that answer. So I think that's all, Coach. We have already 5
You have the
guys
five,
who
okay. I
have
thought
asked
you
their
only
question.
have 3. Okay, so good. And whenever I review Project Steve, right? Couple of things.
Yeah.
Aside from obviously looking at the tokenomics, I look at the chief engineer of the token, in this case, the founders and the co-founders, right? And I'm just amazed myself that A, he's spending time with us. 2, he doesn't, make quick answers. It's a very elaborate, very expansive answers, right? So it looks like he's a very hands-on, obviously founder that I've not met for a long time. So that's kudos to you, Vlad. And
Yes.
I guess the only question that I have right now with the so much success, because I'm a father as well. I heard you have 5 kids. So I'm assuming you need to have 5 different jokes every day, isn't it? You need to have 5 jokes with you. I always prepare 1 joke a day because I have 1 beautiful daughter. So, how do you balance your time, man? I mean, very successful project, and you probably have gotten the ethics or ethos of working from Binance, but how does an awesome co-founder of a big project manage his time in these days? Maybe
I
something
would say,
personal.
yeah, thanks for the question. And yeah, that's from one side, it's a hard question. From the second part, it's a good one. First of all, I mostly work from home. So I have the working office at home, and I try to, move out to the physical meetings like once or 2 times a week. So I plan the meeting days, and I have like 5 meetings or 6 meetings a day, physical ones on 1 day of the week, right? So every time I have a break of 5 minutes, I try to come downstairs and play with the kids and talk to my wife and have lunch with them if it's possible, right? The second part is very important. I think I just enjoy what I'm doing, right?
Good.
So I think when you like what you're doing, I think the time flies, right? I'm still feeling like a 20-year-old kid, but I'm not because I actually enjoyed what I'm doing, and I'm still enjoying the results, and I'm seeing the feedback from people, even if there are like some problems or lags with the app. I talk to them, and I enjoy doing this, and I think everyone who enjoys what they're doing would be happy in their jobs. And the third part, the last one, I actually don't have the work-life kind of a balance. For example, from 9 to 5, I only work, and from 5 to 8, I only spend time with family. I mix it, right? So if there's time gap on Tuesday during the day, I might go get the haircut done, right? Or walk with my dog, for example, right? Or with my sons, play something on ride bicycles. But at the same time, on Saturday, 2 a.m., I can have a meeting with US guys or European guys or guys from Asia, colleagues from Asia. That's also fine for me. The hardest part for this, for the understanding of the family of this kind of mixed work-life thing. But I think they get used to this, and I think everyone is happy. The happiness is the key.
I know. Good. And yeah, I can really, relate with your answers. And one final question from the community. I'm not sure if you get this impression. I'm sure you're attending a lot of events, crypto events, when you were with Binance and other events, right? Do you get the impression or someone approach you, "Hey, Brad Garlinghouse, how are you? You look like him." Do you get that impression, Vlad? From Brad from Ripple.
Well, actually, not yet. But actually, what was surprising to me, if talking about the events, right, itself, that even with Binance, there was no such community interest as with Bloom,
That's right. That's a good
right?
point.
A whole bunch of people are just reaching out. But I don't know if I want to be looking like Brad from Ripple or from
Or a
from someone
Vlad
else,
from
or Brad
Bloom.
from Bloom.
I
Oh,
know.
Ralph
It's a
from
good
Bloom.
one.
We'll see. Hopefully, we'll. I'll talk and see how exactly we look alike with Brad on the conferences. Probably he gonna be on one where we plan to go. Talking 2049, Korean Blockchain Week,
Korean Blockchain Week.
Binance Blockchain Week, or the Ton Gateway actually, which is coming in November as well in Dubai.
Just give me one last. Forgive me. I just have one last question, right? Because Vlad, you guys are doing something. You're disrupting, so to speak, the communities here, right? So we have the NFT era in 2021, the GameFi era. Now we have the attention economy, right? I mean, you probably have noticed that Telegram has an organic community, just easy to repurpose the community. Have you guys ever thought of, with especially other big social media platforms nowadays can follow the same and they become a competition, i.e.
Well, we
the
actually.
Facebooks of the world? Go
I
ahead.
think it would be very good if they do. But we've seen an example before Telegram, right? It was the WeChat,
WeChat.
but they did not go into the crypto way. WeChat have billions of users,
Right.
and they have hundreds of thousands of mini apps within of the
That's
apps
true.
within the WeChat. They have the payment system, but they don't have the blockchain. So Telegram went a bit another way, but I think they're following some of the mainstreams of what WeChat did, right? And I think I would be happy if the other messengers, I don't know, Discord or Twitter also promised that they were going to be doing something in this, in this regards. And I think it's going to be great because it's going to just expand so much the space for people. In the Web3, we all know, and that was I was talking about from the stages when I was at Binance. We need a billion people in Web3, right? And I think with such instruments as social networks, we are gonna be getting this way much faster than we expected, right? Because all the very very difficult things should not be that difficult if we want to bring billions of people into the space, right? Not everyone should be a degen or the engineer to use blockchain. I think crypto adoption will come to us when people on the streets will be using some technology. They don't even know the name of what the name of the technology is, but they will be using the blockchain. NFT diplomas in the school or universities, payments with CBDCs and in the shops or for salaries, we're going to be all using the blockchain. And I think the time is not far away. I'm hoping it's going to be with us soon.
On that note, please invite our Kamirandas to, tell us any upcoming announcements that are gonna be. Maybe give us some alpha if there's anything.
Yes,
Vlad,
yes,
right?
we want
We're
alpha.
looking
Yeah.
for that. And please, the floor is yours, my friend. Go ahead.
Thank you so much for the for this stream, for the attention you guys gave to this interview. I hope it was interesting. In Bloom, we are preparing the meme pad. So if you want to launch your coin in an easy way, think of a cool idea and please bring it to Bloom. It's going to be launched within a couple of next weeks, I hope. Also, if you've seen that, we just dropped the docs, the airdrop for more than $2 million value to our users, and they're going to be new coming up. If you're not at Bloom, please join Bloom, and let's change the future together. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. On that note, my friend, go back to your 5 kids and the 45 million community members relying on you and your leadership. We appreciate you and magandang gabi. That means good night.
Good night. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Alright. Uy, naputol ko. Naputol ko si Kuya Steve. Alright. Uy, Kuya Steve, pasensya ka na close ko yung Zoom. But very, very interesting, no? Let me just ask Kuya Steve if he can go back. Just give me a second. Give me a second, Miranda. I need to wrap it up. Okay? Kuya Steve, balik ka. Okay, give me a second. Let me bring back Kuya Steve Jimenez in our show. Give me a second. All right. Yes, we're going to do a summary, Lailai, right? There's a lot of good information here, and we want to reproduce this to our community. So let me just make sure that Kuya Steve is back. Give me a second. John Kenneth Kuware, anong effect ng Nvidia report sa crypto market? It can tell us if the stock market still pumps. Ibig sabihin, teka lang guys ha. Steve, balik ka sa Google, sa Zoom, sorry, sa Google natin. No, Google, balik ka sa Google. Hindi. Sa Google Meet. Pinadala ko sa Telegram mo. Nag-live ng tawagan no? Alright, sige. Again, thank you again. Very, very good. Thank you again, Vlad. And, we're very happy and at the same time proud to have you in our show. Thank you very much for spending time to our small and yet nimble community. Even if you're very busy, you give us time. No? Let me just try to bring back Kuya Steve in our show. Ayan, Kuya Steve. Ayan. Okay, sige. Ano ang palagay mo sa napanood na sa interview na to? Any comments so far?
Teka lang, coach, wala akong marinig dito sa naka-set up tong Google Meet ko.
Wala ka marinig?
Nasa ibang headset pala, sorry.
Teka lang. Sige, dito na lang. Okay. Live ko.
Hello?
Live. Oo.
Hindi ko alam kung naririnig ko na. Wait lang. Wala akong marinig.
Okay, doon tayo sa Zoom. Let's go to Zoom. Okay, just give me a second. Sayang. Sorry.
Hello? Wala akong marinig. Zoom na lang.
Alright, wait lang Miranda, no? Pag hihimayin natin, pag-uusapan namin ni Kuya Ice Team. Magandang mag-analysis Kuya Ice Team Okay? Alright, sige. Okay. Alright, okay.
Hello? Rinig na ba ako?
Rinig ka na, ayan. Okay.
Ayun.
Ano sa palagay mo ang
alin?
ang ganda, no? Ang ganda ng
Yeah, it's good.
Very, very
It's
informative.
good
But your
actually.
thoughts about BLUM and again the answers.
Yeah, actually, for me, I don't want to be biased kasi we're also building a project na similar setup, and then BLUM is actually building something that we're also building. So it kind of creates a competition to other sa mga kamiranda natin, more choices sa kanila, no? So they did the for DGens kasi nga one of the DGens ako. The meme pad is for the DGen traders. So hindi siya para sa mga traditional na trader like if you're trading futures, medyo mas risky tong meme pad like pag pumasok ka dito, yung isang paa mo nasa hukay ka na kagad. So that's how you enter this. It's not for everyone. And then regarding the security, I don't think 100% that they're gonna be secured or proof or safe ka dito. It will still be on the high risk. Kumbaga, kung i-compare natin siya, it's actually mas high risk pa siya sa futures. Kasi this can go rug in a minute. So, hindi ko sure kung ano yung mangyayari sa platform nila. If they're gonna put a stop loss or take profit area kasi hindi pa natin nakikita yung platform. But if you enter this kind of setup, kasi wala tong mga FA itong mga ganitong tokens. But I think they're trying to do the similar with the pump that fund, which is boosting the Solana system.
Yeah. So ako overall, you know, I mean, let's wait and see. No, I mean, I think they wanted to make something good, right, for the community. And again, it may be, to your point, maybe it's not, you know, everyone. It could be those that are really high risks, you know, traders or risk takers, and you know, use your 1% and then participate 2%. Go ahead, right? I think nothing's wrong with that as long as you can do your position sizing. Obviously, you know, there's gonna be risks everywhere, but we need to make sure that we try to understand it first. And who knows, right? On their memepad launch, we'll interview him again, right? Type number 1 if you want us to interview Vlad again. Because, you know, we're very happy to have him on our show. Not every time you get his level in our show with a very big follower already. You know, he has 2 million followers in Twitter. It's crazy. All right. The tribe is very good, no? They want to gamify it, you know, and of course, I was pleasantly surprised, no? They're really an exchange, and at the same time, they want to metricize, which is very, very good, the trader behavior, which will allow them to understand.
Yeah, coach, siguro may nakita kasi akong mga questions lang dun sa community na hindi na answer. Kasi maraming questions doon na they always asking ano daw yung security na will be given to the third party community. Third party, no. So I think they still have the concept ng they still, I mean, some of them they still don't have the concept about DEX and non-custodial wallet, and then the MPC kanina na pinaliwanag ni Vlad, because I've seen a lot of questions pa rin doon sa chat, no. So the security pag pumasok ko ng DEX is nasa iyo. Wala sa CEX. So you have to 100% sure na safe yung maybe if you're using a seed phrase, safe yon, or yung email which is yung sa MPC or yung Telegram mo na walang ibang taong makaka-access. So the whole responsibility fall downs to you, hindi doon sa exchange kasi nga you're using a DEX. So that's how it works. So yeah.
Okay.
Kasi natanong nila yung security na doon lang sa kanina.
No, that's a good point. Yeah, but again, overall, good interview. Thank you again, Vlad and Zaki and the team. Huwag kayo madadala. Please join us again in our show. It's been very, very informative. 2 live tayo today. At marami pa rin mga kameranda na nanonood hanggang ngayon. Nag-live na tayo sa YouTube or not in Facebook at this point. Congrats sa mga nanalo. Sino yung di mga nanalo? Kuya Steve?
Yeah. So, ano ko ulit yung mga nanalo, no? So, lang, buksan ko lang yung notes ko.
And make sure you send it over to me so we can send it to,
Nandun sa notes natin, nakalista na. So, teka lang, buksan ko lang yung, pinapi ko ulit eh. Baka magkamali ako kasi may binago.
It's okay. So, it's Money Dog. Yeah. Money Dog.
Yeah, so,
go ahead. Sige.
Hi Ken, which is Money Dog, yung account niya. And then, Smashboy 101. Smashboy19 is account name, and then Martin Legaspi, and then ang account niya is M1 Social 196, and then JM Manzano, his account is Maurice _03, and then si OXZ4P. So yon.
All right, congrats Miranda. We're going to forward your BLUM name to BLUM. And sila na po magka-credit sa inyo ng 2,000 BLUM points. Again, maraming salamat Miranda for staying with us. Grabe, 2 live, 2 oras. Okay lang yan. All right. Hey, Steve, it's nice to have you in our show as a co-host.
Thank you.
Maraming
Thank you,
salamat.
Coach.
You did
Yes.
very well. Palakpakan po natin kamera na si Kuya Steve. Ayan.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Hope nag-enjoy kayo.
And at the same time, it becomes a very informative live kasi kailangan natin maintindihan to eh, no? And malay mo naman, di ba? Soon, we have the dog's founder, di ba? Naku, kung kaya nga natin si BLUM kakayanin ko yung dogs na Alright, on that note, salamat again. Have a good one. Isang magandang gabi. I love you 3000. Huwag kalimutan mag-like, subscribe at mag-follow ang ating community. Salamat po. Love you 3000 at shalom. Bye-bye. Kuya Steve, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
This is the Global Miranda Minor Group, our home of the culture of Malasakit. This is the Global Miranda Minor Group, our home of the culture of Malasakit. This is the Global Miranda Minor Group, our home of the culture of Malasakit. This is the Global Miranda Minor Group, our home of the culture of Malasakit.